Yes, just start recording. Oh,
All
there we
right.
go. We're recording. So, hi, I'm Joanna Hennon. I'm the co-creator of the No Limits event, the European event for heart-centered entrepreneurs. And today I want to present to you one of our amazing speakers, Sashka Hanna-Rappl. So, Sashka, introduce yourself. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. We're having a tech glitch today, so hopefully it's wonderful. So, about myself, I'm married to one husband. I'm 42 years old. I grew up in South Africa. I was born and raised in South Africa. How's it, Machana? Are you going? I've been living in Austria now for almost 21 years. I have three children, or we have three children. Going on 12, going on 10 and 8 years old. We have a cat and manifesting a dog. So we're working on that one. I've been working in brand communications marketing for over 20 years and specialize in consumer behavior psychology and brand marketing communication psychology. And
wow. So can I just say that Sashka is not only super knowledgeable about this stuff, she is also super entertaining. So if you need an extra reason to come to No Limits in March in Brussels, March 24th to 26th, I can tell you she spoke at the last event. She's extremely entertaining. And it's probably worth it just for that. So, Sashka, one of the things that I find really amazing about you and your work is that you actually have a really, really big purpose and a really, really big message that you have managed to kind of bring down into this term brand and soul brand. But can you tell us a little bit about your actual purpose in working with this stuff and what your big message is?
Good question, hey? Ooh. So the message. So every single one of us has an underdog. Every single one of us, including myself. And this underdog is fed lots of food by the people that we're surrounded by the brands that we buy, by the talk that we talk, by our mindset, by everything. And the difference between a victim and an underdog is that a victim has accepted, this is who I am, so I will be a victim almost for the rest of my life. Whereas an underdog, they've been disempowered. Things have been taken away from them, subconscious, and it's bringing it back and empowering the underdog. And that's my big message, my big purpose. So I meet you on the level of your brand overwhelm, and I have, thank you, a very special talent in that I am able to look into your soul and brand your soul. And with your soul comes your soul purpose. It comes why are you here, why are you doing what you're doing, and empowering that underdog. That's my main purpose, my main vision, and why I do what I do and why I enjoy what I do, because it's all my talents, my gifts that are brought into one pot. You come into the pot. We have a little witch's pot thing happening with googles and the eyes and fingers and all these wonderful things. And out comes wonderful, wonderful and unforgettable soul bread.
Yeah. So I have to add at this point that Sashka is also one of the sponsors of No Limits. And so my co-creator, Karina, and I went through Sashka's process with her in order to brand this edition of No Limits. And we thought Sashka was perfect, partly because she attended the first one and she knew what it was all about, but also because of what we saw of her online. And I have to say that we were completely blown away by the process and how she put things together, how she managed to I really feel like she saw me. So, and in addition to that, she had the complication of seeing me and Karina and putting that together into a brand. So an extra layer of complication. But I have experienced this process firsthand, and I have to say it's absolutely incredible. So I'm super thrilled that your vision, that your purpose is part of No Limits, especially for this particular edition, because this year's event, or next year's event, 2017, is all about going bigger and playing big and making a big impact and scaling your message. This is about not starting a business, but launching of movement. This is the energy of this No Limits. So how would you say that your message, Sashka, fits in with that?
Like this. It fits in like this.
I know.
It's like dog and cats, baby. Anyway, so hang on, here's a diamond. Fits in like a diamond. No. So my message, so empowering the underdog, and I start, which I use in my brand activation group programs, is starting, because the time is so limited. So start with your brand confidence. That's the message. That's what I'm going to be talking about at the No Limits event, where there aren't any limits. They aren't any. It's not even the sky is the limit. Your mind is the limit. That's where you stop the limit. So the brand confidence is about busting the overwhelm, kicking the overwhelm out, training your confidence, because it's a muscle. Like your brain is a muscle, so you can train to be confident in order to be brand confident. Because there's nothing worse than when you're comparing your brand to a different brand. We all know what happens when we compare. You feel like shit. That's what you do. You just don't feel very enough. So we want to get rid of that, so that, I'm going to be going through my 3-step process. We work on it in a workshop where we're going to be talking about it and working on it. So it's not just talking, we're going to do the how. So when you walk out of the session and out of the 2 days of No Limits with all the other speakers, it's going to be like solid, like there's no limits. So it's huge scale.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And that's actually one of the things that's really, I think we're talking at the same time.
No?
I'm not sure. Okay. So this is one of the really important things about No Limits, is that it's not just talk. This is an event that isn't just about you coming and just listening to some people. This is about transformation and you actually walking out of there, not only with the knowledge, but also with the the hands-on experience with the stuff you heard, and the extra layer of energy work, which we won't talk about today, but that's also built into the event, so that when you go home, it's not just one of those things that was nice to go to last month. That it actually takes you to that next big level of your business, of your mission, of your life purpose here in this lifetime. So, you've already answered my next question. So,
sorry. I love being ahead of time.
I know. Yes, you're always one step ahead. So, the question was, what would someone get from your presentation? And obviously, that's a lot. That's a lot, because knowing that stuff that you, Sashka, have a way of explaining in a way that's really easy and actionable. That's kind of the basis for anybody who wants to take a big next step, right? You need to be clear on all that stuff.
Very clear on that stuff. And because of all the overwhelm, you don't see where actually the things are that you're supposed to be going with in order to get that clarity.
Yeah. So I'm super happy that I'll be listening to your presentation. I'll be very happy to learn from you to take my next step. So, I really can't wait. So let's talk about live events in general. So you were at the last No Limits event, or the first No Limits event. The first and last, no. And you also go to other events. I know that as well. You're a fan of live connection.
Yes.
So could you tell us a little bit about, from your perspective, why should one, change out of their pajamas and go to a live event at all?
Well, if you're sitting at home in your pajamas and you're listening to this and you prefer to sit in your pajamas with your dogs and cats, and do a Bridget Jones moment, that's fine. But the only way that you'd be able to get that spark and that energy is probably if you stuck your finger in a plug hole. that's probably as much energy.
Don't do that.
No, don't do
Now,
that.
Sashka is not suggesting that you do that.
But so that's why I go to live events. So I don't electrocute myself. No, I go to, because that energy is over there. The energy, people are buzzing. They're having epiphanies. They're having serendipity moments where it's like, oh my God, yes, their puzzles are fitting together. Whereas if you're just sitting at home and you're being overwhelmed with everything around you, and online is so overwhelming, you don't get to meet normal people, like actual human beings, not like stuffy toys things. You get to meet normal people, and that's why I love live events, because you get to suck on everybody's energy, mostly good energy and positive energy that takes you to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. So this whole, like, the energy aspect was what the vision I had for No Limits in general, was this vision of a soul group coming back together. So it's like we all agreed to be part of this this change in the world, creating this change in the world and lifting the consciousness and all these things. And we're kind of dispersed around the continent, because this is a European event. And this No Limits is for me, it's really a chance to regroup, to come back together to our soul group, and then go back out to do our work from a more powerful space. Yes. And so I completely agree with you that the energy, the benefiting from that energy of a group of people who are committed to transformation, who are committed to really, really big things. You can't get that from the internet.
No, I mean, they're really great summits online and everything, really, really good. But nothing beats a live event. And I know when I came this year to the first No Limits event, thank you, Jody, when she suggested that I be a speaker as well. Thank you, Joanna and Karina. And I came, and it was, you come from a corporate world, you come from like this other energy that it's more money focused. And it's not that all my clients are that, but most live events are like that. And then I came to No Limits, and it was like, whoa, this is like really heart. This is like really deep soul stuff. You walked into the room, and it's from all different walks of life. Everyone's gone through their thing. But what brought us together was really like souls connecting. It wasn't human beings, it was souls connecting. And the energy was electrifying, that when you left, you were like, oh my God. And it didn't fade. Afterwards, it still kept sparking off in all different directions, in all different areas online. So that's one thing that I can say is really, really long lasting with this event, because most events kind of like fade off. But yes, this is one hell of an event.
Yes, I think I agree. I agree. It's, even though, or in spite of, or because of, I don't know, because I'm part of the, the co-creation of it, as we all are. But I totally agree. And it's the intention behind it that I think makes the really big difference. Karina and I were very, very clear about what we wanted everybody involved to experience. And that was enormous transformation. And we're setting the same sort of powerful intentions and doing the same powerful energy work this time around for the next one. So there's no doubt in my mind that this one will be even more transformational.
So cool.
So my last question is actually around mindset, Sashka, because I know that you also do a lot of soul work and do a lot of mindset work on yourself. Well, I guess we all do as entrepreneurs. You kind of have to.
In soul businesses, yes.
In soul businesses, yes, sure. But I wanted to bring up one of the main objections, I guess, that people have to coming to live events in general, that we hear all the time when we talk about No Limits, is the time it takes. Because this is a 3-day event, so it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event. You want to be arriving on the Thursday evening. So it does take a chunk of time to be able to take part. And the money, because it costs money to pay for the ticket, to pay for your hotel, to pay for your flight. So these are things that really keep people from coming to live events such as No Limits. And I feel like maybe collectively, I'm going to be asking this question of all the speakers. Collectively, maybe we can help those who are really ready to step into this and say yes to this experience. maybe we can help them with some tips. So what would you say to someone who was concerned about the time and money involved in saying yes to No Limits?
I'm just going to get my notebook. I have quotes about this because this is like everywhere around in my office. Okay, I'm going to give you a few quotes. All right, so be patient. Here we go. So, Benjamin Franklin, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Ooh, love that one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes, it's a good one. Jim Rohn said it best. Formal education will buy you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And self-education is very linked with self-actualization. So that's what's going to make you your fortune. You're not boxed in a box. You're outside of that box. Yeah. And I think this...
I love these.
One I'm just going to close off with because I've got so many. Kind of like mine. Anyway, so money is only a tool. It's only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will never replace you as the driver. So you have to give money a purpose. And if you feel within yourself that this money, with the tool, you give it a purpose, and if you feel this event is really a calling for you, and will you kick yourself if you don't attend it this year or next year, then obviously it's the right decision to make. And I am somebody that doesn't make spontaneous decisions in terms of money. I take risks. I don't care if I minus on my account. That doesn't bother me because I know the money is going to come back in again because I'm giving my money purpose all the time. And when money comes in, there's enough money to go around. And it's just a mindset thing, and it takes a big leap. But we've got lots of tools to work on that, especially at No Limits. Lenka, yay! Mindset, love her. So we'll be working on that. So to get back to your question, to give you something to work with is give your money purpose. Give your money purpose. And that purpose is to make your soul purpose, your life purpose, your business purpose transform, to kind of escalate, like you were saying, bigger scale, to go that one level up. So if you're ready to go one level up, then this is definitely, don't put the focus on the money, because as soon as you put it there, the lack of, that's all you're going to be drawing. So you need to put that away and focus on, this is where I want to go, and everything will just get a little magnetized, baby.
I love that.
Cool.
Awesome. And this really feeds into my small little problem of being a total knowledge and education junkie. So I will be using those quotes to justify all the courses that I want to do and all the events that I want to go to.
Well, that's what I do. That's what I do. One from Warren Buffett, when he talks about, he goes, he buys stock market on the assumption that they could close the market and not reopen in 10 years. Okay. So it's not guilt, it's not fear. It's like, shit, I got to jump on that bandwagon, otherwise I'm really going to miss my chance.
Yeah.
But it has to feel good. It has to be the intuition. It has to feel good. So you got to be able to discern between feeling guilty and, yes, this is the right thing.
Yeah, definitely. If it feels good, then you will find a way. Each of these little interviews will have some tips, and there's if you're worried about this and you want to come, then post something in the No Limits tribe group. You can find us on Facebook. If you're ready to book your ticket, you can do so at nolimitsevent.biz. The early bird price is on until December 1st. So go check that out. Sashka, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, keep rocking. Keep being strong, I'm manifesting a dog.
Cool. Not the underdog, though.
No. Well, it's still there. It'll always be there. Everyone has their underdog, but it's empowered, so it's okay.
That's okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sashka. And and I'll see everybody at No Limits. I'm super excited, and let us know if you have any questions about it. Bye.
Bye.